Hey guys, MyFarlane here, back again with another review. Today we're taking a look at the MyFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Dark Knights Metal, the Merciless. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, as I said before, today we're taking a look at the Merciless. He is the Build-A-Figure from the Merciless Wave, of course. And in order to build this guy, you had to pick up the, Dark Metal Batman, the Infected Superman, the Robin Crow, and the Batman Who Laughs Sky Tyrant, which is a variant of the Batman Who Laughs we got earlier last year. I'm a little late to the game on this one, I know, but I wanted to review it anyway. And also, shout out to T-Biz, he requested I review this guy a little bit early. I still want to get to the Superman and the Batman from this wave, but he wanted to see this figure first, so we're going to do it first. Screw it! We're doing it out of order, because I said so, and so did T-Biz. You got a problem with that? Turn on! So, I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably the best figure of the wave next to the Batman Who Laughs because, well, it's based off the first one, and that was a fun figure. This one, while he is a little bit large and in charge, I don't really mind that. He's really imposing, intimidating, and awesome looking that way. So, I guess if it adds something to the figure, screw scale, right? So that being said, let's take a look-see at aesthetics and articulation. Now, it's basically the standard kind of MyFarlane stuff, but look at that head sculpt. Anyone else thinks he looks like Warduke from Dungeons & Dragons? I certainly do. I mean, look at that. That's metal, if I ever seen it. But articulation on his noggin, you can rotate it a little bit, and he can look up a little bit and down a little bit. Not a ton of range out of that, a little bit of attitude, but nothing crazy. His shoulder pads are on ball joints, and I have no idea if these are right or wrong. I could have these on backwards, but I have no idea. But lifting that up, his arms are on the standard kind of MyFarlane ball joint butterfly things. You can hinge them out. I had to heat this one to get it to hinge out, but it hinges out about that far. All due respect to the shoulder pad. And it does rotate. Single joint at the elbow. He ain't going to punch himself in his own face. He's got too much armor going on. And then he's got the ball hinge at the wrist, so he's got the swivels and things, and then you can move it up and down. I have it up and down on this side, in and out on the other. Because this is the hand I put the sword in. Which we'll get to that. Boy, will we get to that. I will say, it is kind of hard to get it all the way down. There you go. Diaphragm joints. He's got a couple. They can move back really far. Forward. I don't know why they move back so far. And forward almost not at all. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. It sucks, but I don't know anything about that to kind of fix it. That's a question for Anthony's Customs. Really cool looking belt. He's got the skull there. He's got some chains, kind of mimicking Spawn, although this was drawn by Greg Capullo, so that makes sense, right? Armor plating. This is soft, by the way, this armor plating. He's got the Wonder Woman and bat symbols merged on his chest, because if you remember the comic, this version of Bruce Wayne fought Ares with Wonder Woman. I believe it's Earth -14, something like that. But he fought Ares with Wonder Woman, thought Wonder Woman died, so he killed Ares, stole his helmet, got this awesome armor, and then Wonder Woman turned out to be okay. But he killed her anyways, because he is freaking beast. So there is that. Hips do move forward and back a little bit. Forward and back's not so great, but you get a decent amount out of there. I will say I had to heat the crap out of these legs to get them on there, and I might have to actually check this one again, because it doesn't want to stay as much as this other side is. So I'll probably have to go in and shave a little schmutzy off the peg hole, because it seems to be sliding up and down that peg there. So as far as going out, though, they can go out to the side pretty far. I mean, you do bend this a lot, but it is soft, so I don't think it's hurting anything. You do get a single knee, which does bend about 90 degrees. So that's nice. I think they could have maybe put a double joint in there. Maybe they didn't do it because of stability, but put in these stupid toe hinges. I will also say, if you want to get this guy to stand a little easier, one click back. That's all you got to do. Ankles are on the ball hinges, so you can hinge it forward and back. It's got the rocker. It's got the swivel as well, and the toe joint, but it's loose and floppy and kind of useless. And he's got pick holes at the bottom of his feet if you need help getting him to stand, which he could pretty much stand on his own. You know, all things considered. As I let him fall flat on his ass. Just Modesto 2 will get this reference. It's the Marvel Select Venom Curse! I hope he watches this video and I don't just look like some dumbass talking about something from, what, 2012? 2013, whenever that video was. Accessories, because he only has one. I'm not going to cut it. He's got a sword. It's a golden sword. Looks pretty cool. Looks more like a scimitar than something the Greek god of war would use. So, I mean, it's cool, but I'm not crazy about the design. I would have liked a broadsword that was maybe as big as he was. But what you can do is you can take it, you can easily get it into his hand. I had to heat the hand up, but once you get it in there once, you don't need to do it again. So there you go. It's a big gold sword. No paint, really, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I will say the torso on mine seems to be kind of weird. Feels like it's crooked. And I'm not sure what the deal with that is. Because I try to line it up with the skull on his belt. And then it... Yeah, there we go. Now it's synced up. It's a little tricky to line up to get him perfectly straight. But once you do it, it looks really good. So, there you go. There is the Merciless with his sword. His mighty sword. Looking pretty sick. Nice metallic blue paint. My mom actually likes the color blue on this guy a lot, actually. So that's kind of funny, considering he's just a jacked Batman who's hell-bent on destroying the world. I mean, that's cool, I guess. At least he's gonna look nice doing it, right? Lots of nice detail on this guy, though. Lots of spikes, lots of I guess death metal elements. He is tall, but again, I don't think he's too tall. But we will see that during the size comparison. So with that being said, let's actually take a look at some size comparisons. Taking a look at some size comparisons, here is the Merciless next to the other two figures from this wave I've already reviewed. Got the Robin Crow from the other day on the left, and the Batman Who Laughs Sky Tyrant on the right. Up next, here he is next to the Hellbat suit, which is probably a little bit closer to what his height should have been, on the left, and his fellow Dark Knight's Metal, the Devastator, on the right. And to be honest, these two are a little bit closer in height than I originally thought they were. I don't think it's too bad, actually. And last but certainly not least, got our two regulars, got the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulus, and the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. So with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and I'm going to be honest here, this is a really solid figure, and I think one of my absolute favorite Multiverse figures McFarlane's done so far. This year anyways. No, I'm a little bit late to the game, but it's better late than never, I always say. And with that said, while he does have some oddness as far as the scale goes, he is a little bit large and in charge. Like I said, that's not entirely accurate to the comics. If you are familiar with the Dark Knight's Metal Story arc, he should be about the same size as Murder Machine, or in between that and the Hellbat suit that I showed off during the size comparisons. But with that said, I think he's still a really cool figure, and I don't think he's too big. Too big compared to the Devastator. They almost see eye to eye, and that honestly is good enough for me. They're close to the same height, this guy being a little taller. I don't think that's a deal breaker. The only deal breaker is the Robin Crow is expensive as balls on the secondary market and is a son of a bitch to find. So best of luck to you if you want to complete this guy. BBTS has the entire wave in stock. You should go pick it up there if you want this guy sooner rather than later, because that Robin is absolutely ridiculous. And really, it's a cool figure, but it's not the best figure of the wave. I think this is, or the Batman Who Laughs, Sky Tyrant, are the two best figures of the wave. Infected Superman's pretty cool, but we're going to talk about that in a couple of weeks. And I say that because what better way to kick off a week of medieval fantasy awesomeness than with this guy. That's right, I got my Mythic Legions All-Stars 3 all in, as redundant as that is. Finally got that in. I'm going to be reviewing one of those every day this week, so stay tuned for that. And I apologize for the late review for this guy. I would have reviewed him the other day, but I had a bit of a family emergency I needed to kind of be up on and attend to. So, well, it's a family emergency to me, but everyone came out okay. You know, knock on wood. So, with that being said, we're going to get back to the regular schedule. After this week, of course, we're going to do a video every day this week. You guys are going to get sick of my ass, but at the end of the day, who really cares? So, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this guy, or if you think Robin Crow's absolutely ridiculous and overpriced on the secondary market, because damn it, I do. And remember, as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And once again, shout out to T-Biz for requesting that I do this guy first. I really like this figure, and honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if I just picked to do this one first, but it's nice to have a second opinion on that. That, and I requested he reviewed Merman from the Motu Origins Wave 3 first, so I figured I owed him a solid. So, enough so's. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.